Hey guys, and welcome to part 29 of the Resident Evil 6 playthrough. We are continuing on with the first chapter of Ada 1's story, and we're jumping in this up, and bees.
Because we can no longer get to the escape pods, and now on to plan B.
So where the submarine is sinking and we have to find the escape route.
We haven't gotten though the BOW that was first introduced in Chris's campaign chasing us throughout the area.
Aye, because apparently they can go through walls now, or...
I'm not sure. Can they climb the ladders actually?
I don't think so.
Their movement speed was increased in this version of the game actually.
Yeah, compared to the PS3 version, it was a lot slower.
This also holds true to when you're playing as them in Agent Hunt.
Indeed. But you can, but just like before, folks, if you do have, if you went ahead and unlocked infinite ammo for your assault rifle, you can destroy these cocoons before they hatch.
Yeah.
But I believe when you're caught, you have to shake the analog stick in the rotate the analog sticks to break free of the bees.
Yeah, and that does a lot of damage to you, especially on higher difficulties, where it might as well just be instant dying status.
Aye.
Not the bees.
I don't understand why they take the human when all the bees form together a human body. It's always a female, but maybe it's because it's a reference to the queen.
Yeah, probably.
Oh dear, there's two of them. But the bees will not like the water.
No, underwater. There are no good water levels.
Okay, stay underwater and I
I think the worst of it will always be the water temple from Ocarina of Time.
Now, let's see how much
Don't you love it when the purpose of the whole underwater sections is to make your controls worse?
Yeah. And completely defenseless, like Mario.
time for a gracious exit.
And in the case of Sonic, you get some of the most frightening music ever.
Aye.
With the drowning theme. Like, hearing that your first time is just...
So if you take this way, folks, you'll be able to get to the goal path really easily. Just ignore the bees.
That's close.
Ignore the bees and walk past them and jump into the water.
If you're sliding around or on the ground, you won't get that stagger animation, but again, you have to know ahead of time where to roll in order to avoid getting staggered.
Aye. Pointless cutscene just to show and open the door.
Good old-fashioned brute force. Always works with electronics. What did that box do to you?
It contains an item, and I need them, and many items as I can get.
Okay, power's back.
You don't say, Ada.
Aye, would you like to point out anything else, Mrs. Wan?
No, she just thinks her imaginary friend is here.
Aye, where is your imaginary friend? But this bit, you have to stay close to this machine and answer questions into the microphone.
You have until it reaches 2,500 to get out of here.
Because the submarine is sinking.
Yeah, you'll get crushed by the pressure.
Please state your name.
And you're going to get bombarded by Chihuahua in this point, folks. But don't worry, if you remember the machine gun panels, there's two of them on the wall. All you need to do is shoot them to activate them, and they'll fire the turrets for you, like so.
Oh, I've never seen that actually.
6 months ago, you performed
Give you a little bit of extra hand.
in Edonia. You were following Simmons' orders.
Wow, you're doing a wonderful job here.
How do you plan to atone?
Oh, it's the wasp's head.
Yeah.
All you need to do, that was also pretty easy actually for the coup de grace, folks. You just need to shoot the one where it spits the projectile just once, one tiny bullet, and then coup de grace, and that's it.
You won't even get to do a coup de grace on them in No Mercy more often than not, because they usually just die with one shot to the hive.
Miss Wong. Everything. I know what it is you're
That
looking
voice sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Yes. Who could it possibly be? Oh, here come the armor leg mutations.
Where they can't jump, if I recall,
No, I think they can.
but they don't stagger.
They're very difficult to stagger. Like, it's possible, but it takes a lot. Either a flash grenade or a straight up a lot of raw damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the final question.
Booyah.
Oh yeah.
Hold that thought. It's my turn.
If you get used the crossbow, folks, and it's a headshot, it's always an insta kill.
As long as they don't mutate. Because
Alright.
headshots will not stop mutations, as we just saw earlier. Yeah, it waste time asking pointless questions when you could have been out of here by now.
Yes, but that's what Ada's always been like.
In my way. And the virus.
Oh, my knee! I used to be a Jawabo, like, but then I took an arrow to the knee. This is not Leon's.
For God's sake. Oh, there's also a few times where the cocoons actually hatch faster.
Yeah, higher difficulties, I believe.
Yeah. That's the authorization complete.
Bye, Ganez, though.
Let's get out of here. Whee. Again, she stole that grapple gun from Wayne Enterprises.
Alfred, we have a grapple gun missing. Look into it, please.
Sir, I believe Mrs. Valentine called for you. Not now, Alfred.
It's all the funnier because of Origins Batman is voiced by Roger Craig Smith.
It sounds exactly like Chris.
Yeah.
Find anything interesting?
A recording from 6 months ago.
Then the trip
I
was
want that
worthwhile.
cube.
Well, too bad. It's, what, 2018 and we've still not had that cube technology like that.
I want it, damn it.
Allow me to clarify.
Then again, maybe the army will probably have something like that.
Suffer a bioterrorist attack. After that,
Are you able to see the future?
major cities all around the
Well, this is before the this technically happens before the events of what happened in Star of Leon's campaign. So he's pretty much telling what his plan is. You know, he plans to unleash the bioterrorist attack in the US and then China and then blame Ada for it.
So,
If you
the
could
Grandmaster
consider your scapegoat,
villain
Simmons,
is revealing his plan that easily.
Yes.
Pretty dumb, don't you think?
It's just that it's that stereotypical villain cliche. Always tell your enemy the plan because you believe they're going to die, when in fact they're not.
I think the only other villain who could be even more dumb than that is Eggman, the Shadow the Hedgehog, where he creates a gambling machine that has the ability to make Shadow stronger. No, not Shadow Fever!
Idiot. And we'll never hear from that submarine ever again. Apart from a news report in Leon's campaign.
Oh,
Now
really?
on to chapter 2.
There's the cathedral. Now to find
And we
my
won't
way
spend
to
like
the labs.
an hour trying to get to this thing here. Ada gets shit done.
Poor town. This bears
Well,
investigating.
there he is.
Hi everyone, I'm back.
So,
Stay away from my vehicles, Leon.
have we
What?
the
Who said
stomach
that?
for it?
Helena, do you have the feeling we're being watched?
What are you talking about?
I sense a crossbow somewhere. It's bringing up bad memories.
Here's your first emblem, folks. Don't jump down the grave just yet. Just go around the back and...
So you cannot punch from 2 feet away.
Now this bit is where it's going to be a lot of puzzles for Ada. And by that, find key items.
Puzzles. These are the most like laughable and linear puzzles in the entire series, I would say.
Aye.
R4 puts more effort into puzzles there, and even that's still streamlined.
And I believe this is the only chapter where Ada fights against the zombies.
No, 5.
Oh yeah, chapter 5, aye.
This looks like it might
So you see there, folks, there's a family crest of Simmons' family, which comes out of nowhere. We'll have to find 3 parts.
It's this area in particular where you really start to feel how annoying it is to play as the imaginary friend in co-op, because you cannot do anything. You can't open the chest, you can't open doors, you can't do shit all.
Aye, he's just an extra set of bullets. That's all it is.
Again, he's our imaginary friend. That's why she's talking to herself, she's talking to him.
I would have loved it if, you know, when the player 1, who's Ada, uses the grapple gun, the agent immediately disappears and then reappears. I would have loved it just for comedic purposes. He, just before Ada starts zipping along with the grapple gun, he jumps and grabs her legs and goes with her.
This looks like it might work. But where's the rest of it?
Not here. Okay, how'd that door open itself?
Magic.
It's like the one door in Resident Evil, 1 or 2 doors in Resident Evil 0 that don't open unless you light a flame.
Aye.
And Billy's walking around with an empty lighter, so you have to find the lighter fuel for it. Spooky.
Right, this is part 1 of the very first puzzle. All you need to do is there's a bridge up here that's locked. Shoot the lock, the bridge will collapse, and you'll get your treasure. Easy.
So hard. Even the Riddler had trouble with this.
You got your key!
Oh fuck, we're going back to the Spencer Mansion keys all over again.
Oh, wait, Faith Angle, it's not like the remake where you have to not only find the keys, but to determine what it is, you just examine it.
Yeah. If you know what doors it activates, though, you can just head straight for those doors.
Aye.
But then you have the shield key, which is only used one time in the entire game. The attic, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Where Yon is.
Right, you saw there, folks, that zombie was actually smart enough to drop our next chest down the hole. So what you have to do is you have to push this lever to the right side of the room for just a little bit, because there's hanging bodies on the ceiling. Get it positioned just right, shoot one of the bodies down, and it should push the lever down. But the angle has to be right, otherwise you'll miss it. But don't worry, the enemies will respawn. Like, this is what happens when you fail it. I don't know why they got sandbags on them. Is it trying to be Scarecrow from Batman Begins? But here's the question. Who's operating the lever and jumping these bodies?
That is a very good question. Or it might just be Leon pulling a lever somewhere unintentionally.
No, remember? It's Agent. He was the ultimate villain all along.
No, Agent was so dejected by the fact that he can't open any doors, he decided to go for a life of evil.
This is another pretty easy puzzle, folks. Just push these two into the electric currents. But this third one, you have to wait till the zombie gets closer to it and then shoot its leg so that it trips over and lands on the current.
Or, like, cause it to fall down in some way, like with a crossbow bolt.
And that's it.
So hard.
God, you'll feel bad for these guys. Not only do they turn into deadless corpses, but they're fried as well. Crispy!
No, toasty!
This is an alternate path you can go to, because the next path involves a trapdoor, and this is the bottom of the trapdoor you can go into to get some extra items.
So many candles. Are we in Skyrim?
I think it's a homage to the classic Resident Evil, because you remember the mansion had candles, but candles would eventually go out.
Not only that, it would melt the wax enough to the point where the flame would no longer have anything to sit on.
Aye.
Was there a cave system in Resident Evil 2, or was that just the sewers underground?
I think there was the sewers.
Or just a random alligator out of nowhere.
Under the sewer. Aye, it was because that's how the T-virus leaked throughout the city. It was through the sewers, and the rats contaminated it.
Yeah.
And to solve this puzzle, folks, your clue is on the wall there. Use your crossbow and get the zombies to be stuck on the wall, because if you jump on that platform where the zombies are standing,
too much weight.
It will cause too much weight and the floor will collapse. So you have to position your arrows just right to get the
zombies on the wall.
Aye.
Oh, hey, Ada. You coming for a party? Oh, don't be like that.
But once you get all three of them on the wall, run across and get your treasure.
Come on, give me a hug, Ada.
Ah, Simmons' engagement ring.
I might need it.
Yeah, for Leon.
You know, Ada's just waiting for that right moment to pop the question, isn't she?
Well, she wasn't so fucking mysterious, she could have done it by now. Batman called. He wants his grapple gun back.
But isn't there... I don't know if this is true or not, but even then, because Ada's so mysterious, we're not sure if Ada is even her real name. It could be an alias.
Because she was a double agent in Resident Evil 4, and also in 2, I
2,
believe.
yeah, that's where she debuted.
Yeah, she was sent in by Umbrella to retrieve the G-Virus.
Well, more like sent in by Wesker. This bit is another two-piece puzzle, folks. You see you get two zombies where they've stolen key items. One's got a red eye, the other's got a golden tooth.
You can choose which path to go on first if you want to put some variety into your playthrough.
Yep. So I think I'm going to go for... Well, first I'm going to discard some ammo.
Hand grenade. Don't toss away the chance for a hand grenade.
I'm going to go for the red eye first.
And the hand grenade is crying forever, knowing that it will never be picked up.
Watch yourself here, folks. This will insta-kill you the moment it touches you.
One time I accidentally pressed the wrong direction there, and I went backwards.
Oops. And watch, you've got zombies throwing projectiles at you. But
It's
don't...
not the worst of it though. Coming
don't...
up right here.
Oh, it's
Fatty,
Chubby!
fatty, boom, boom.
I want my snowball! No, mate, I think you had too many pies. And there's a funny comedic moment for you folks. He's stuck in that hole.
So you can just wail on him.
Or waste your bullets right up his arse.
Walk up to him and kick him. No stamina. Please do the...
Nah.
That would be hilarious if you walked up to him and just did the weak ass kick. Because of no stamina.
And now he's stuck for life. Or melting away.
One down.
Skull's red eye.
Yep.
What? Skulls have eyes?
The Red Skull.
You are failing!
Mind you, I've never seen Captain America the first Avenger.
Neither have I, actually. I've seen the Avengers trilogy.
Well, by that you mean you count Civil War.
Alright.
That's really Avengers 2.5.
Alright. Can't wait for the new one this year.
Aye.
Infinity War. That's a two-parter, right?
I think so. I think there's another Avengers in either 2019 or 2020.
That might be part 2 of Infinity War.
Aye.
Captain America is going to have a beard.
That's so weird. Right, at this point you're gonna have gauntlet after gauntlet after gauntlet, folks, for the...
Zombie got a chef's knife.
Yes. Oh.
Dynamite!
Oof. Yeah, that one of the rare times that the game gives you invincibility frames.
Yeah, this game is really bad with lack of invincibility frames. Down you go, zombie.
Again, just like Chris's stomping in RE5, as long as you hit the head, it should get the insta-kill.
If it don't mutate. But the zombies never mutate, though.
No.
That would have been interesting, actually, if the zombies mutated as well.
Well, they kind of did that, if you remember, in Resident Evil Damnation.
Yeah.
But then again, that was just like a different type of plagas that made the humans to act like zombies.
Hey, Ada, you want to play hard to get? Come on.
Now that one's got a butcher's knife. Again, just like the Jawabo folks, the zombies can carry a shit ton of weapons, ranging from shovels, golf clubs, 2x4s, knives, even guns, which is ridiculous.
Guns are the worst. Because the Magnum zombies, they actually do aim at you right before they fire. The first shot will always miss, but the second one will.
If
you run into a zombie while it's got its arms outstretched like that, you'll get caught in a grab attack.
I want a cup of fuel. Oh, the shriekers.
Oh.
Best tactic for the shriekers, folks. Shoot the red bulb in its throat and it'll do one last scream which will kill any zombies that's near.
That will do damage to you if you're close to it, so stay away from it. Yay, grenades.
Yeah, there you go, Steve. Even you can see that every campaign has at least 2 different types of grenades.
Yeah.
And my cat has decided to join me.
Ooh. More crossbows. And then out of nowhere, Leon comes out of nowhere and gets shot with it.
Off.
Haha. Leon's already had enough of the crossbows at this point.
Yeah. No, the fear he goes through when he sees his beloved Ada with the crossbow.
No, don't! Leon, what's wrong? Years ago, I got hit by 23 crossbow bolts. It's traumatizing.
In case you folks can't hear, yes, my oldest cat is jumped onto my lap and is now purring and will not stop.
Yeah. She was hiding under the desk there, and if you heard any like rattling, that was their little
collar. There you go, folks. Interrupted by a LP interrupted by a feline friend.
That's twice actually, I think. Didn't she pop up in another?
Oh, this is a glitch. I caught actually. The skull's supposed to open, but it didn't open until I pressed the eye again. That's the first time that ever happened to me. That I was like, no, open up.
Well, can you imagine if it glitched and you were just stuck in there forever?
I would have to do the chapter again.
Those are the worst type of glitches in games nowadays for me. That and trophy glitches.
Battlefront 2.
Rank 50, still broken 2 months later.
Fix your shit, EA, and stop putting the finger on Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah,
It's clearly your fault.
Yeah, they broke that with the 19th of February update. And they're trying to point the finger at Sony and Microsoft, so no one's buying their shit though, so...
This is why I think EA should just give up the license of Star Wars and hand it to someone else.
They don't deserve it. At this point, the only reason I'm even playing Battlefront 2 is waiting out for that rank 50 fix, because I've got all the online trophies.
Either that or you really hate yourself.
Yeah.
And there's emblem number 2 up here. And as I shoot down the emblem, we'll see you in the next part, folks.